So once we enter the build phase, at this point we're really talking about the execution of the project itself, how we're going to actually put hands to keyboard and actually develop and build effectively the solution. Prior to that, we've gone through roadmap, requirements, and design. We've laid the foundation. We know exactly how the house is going to be built. We understand kind of what we need to do to support it, kind of the layout, the way the rooms are going to feel. And when we translate that over to solutions, we're talking about dimensions, we're talking about rules, we're talking about reports. These are the things that now as we go through the build, we're going to be able to task individuals, both from the consultant as well as with the client, the entire project team, who's going to be responsible, who's going to take care of what, and how we're going to be as efficient and as effective moving through that portion of the project. Well, once we get through our build process, then we start to move into test. Now, we've already done some preliminary testing or system or unit testing within the build cycle itself. We've loaded some sample data, we've verified that calculations, our hierarchies, our roll-ups, things like that, all work the way we intend them to. When we get to the actual test phase, we now look at various components of the testing process. We look at integration testing. We want to make sure the data can move from one system to another appropriately. We want to make sure that we don't have any kickouts, or how are we going to address sort of those errors that might show up for whatever reason. We want to make sure that we engage users and we begin doing things like user acceptance testing. And we also focus on performance testing as well, so that we ensure the solution performs at those peak times as expected. The deploy phase is where we really see everything come together. We really kind of understand now that we have this complete solution, we're now about to kind of move into that go live state. But we need to make sure we still maintain a high degree of communication. We continue to focus on change management, because the success of the project itself is only going to be measured during deployment based upon user adoption.